Um, the idea of teaching and accommodating exceptional students, physically, our school would have to do some major renovations. No elevator, ramped entrances, that kind of thing would have to be addressed. But I think the real question is, mentally, would our school be able to deal with this huge paradigm shift? The idea of exceptional learners at my school is something I never even heard mentioned. I don't see us as unchristian, or we do all the charity work and the things that are supposed to do as a Catholic school. But why do I all of a sudden feel guilty? I understand the premise of educating all kids, regardless. But again, I never even thought about it. It brings to mind many of the things we've learned in class that I never thought about either. I mean, I know it. I know about the issues, but I never, I guess, saw it as a problem. If issues came up, you act with common sense, honesty, and resolve it. Any issue. If a kid looks like he's isolating himself, well, then you make a point of talking to him, communicating with him. If someone makes a racial comment, usually a friend calls them out on it before I can even say anything. Maybe I have good kids. I think I do, but I'm sure that I'm turning a blind eye to what my kids say when I'm not around. But as a school in general, I don't know. I mean, the biggest lesson from the readings is the idea of the faculty buying in on the concept. The administration may want it. The archdiocese may want it. But the teachers are the ones who feel overworked as it is. Maybe the stuff has to be turned over. Maybe I'm not giving them credit. I'm not sure. But I have to include myself, mainly because I never even thought about it. I've always looked at my new kids. Every year, I take what I get, and I work the best I can with what I get. I think I have a classic Catholic guilt, because I feel like I'm a bad person for not thinking about this. A lot of minority issues, come into play that I never thought. I didn't care. Who cares what my student is like? I have students I know that are not heterosexual. I don't care. They're still a kid. ADHD, I don't care. I just have to monitor him a little closer, make sure he sits next to me, or whatever it takes. Each kid is different. You just watch their behavior and you act accordingly. I mean, they're just kids. Now, with an exceptional or special needs individual, I hope I would be the same. I think so. They're just kids. I have slow learners, and they get some slack. It's fine as long as they're trying and they learn. But I wonder, it's easy for me because I love my job. I teach art. I have the fun class. I don't have to be serious. And that's why, well, not serious like teaching math or some of these other left brain activities. And that's why, I question how the staff would react. Again, the whole point is the administration and the teachers buying into this concept. I don't know, so I can't answer the question. I think that we would be able to handle it, and we would go along with it. But as a school physically, we had to do some changes. The administration and teachers, well, there'd be a serious reshuffling, but I think that they would do it. Just because I know that they're good people for the most part. I mean, we have some slackers too, but that's just the way it is. So I think in answer to the question, or just the question, the subject matter in general, I find it interesting because I question myself now. Would I be able to handle it? I can't speak for the administration or anyone else, only myself. I mean, I know we track them. We have a SSP program. It's kind of like the IEP format, monitoring and tracking the students as best we can. But as I said, art is a little different, and so my viewpoint, I'm sure, is very different from someone who's teaching English or math or social studies or some of these other where you have to approach it with a more structured lesson plan. So I cannot speak to how we would handle it. I only know that I would like it if we could handle it. Thank you for your time.